may have seen a resin technique using mica powders that you sprinkle over the top of a mould, spray it with some 99% alcohol, and then pour resin over the top, which got me wondering whether or not it would work the same with Eco Resin. I've not seen anyone try it, so I thought we'd give it a go today. So I've picked out some mica powders from Let's Resin. I've got gold, copper and white, and I've also got medium purple, orchid and sky blue. So I'm going to start by adding some of these colours into a mould. I'm going to do 2 with the bright colours and then 2 of these coaster moulds with the metallic colours. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of the mica powder all over the mould to start with. So that's the blue. Then I'm going to go in with the orchid, and I think I want to try doing it with plain Eco and then also black Eco, just to see the difference, to see how it might look either way. So finally what's this one? Medium purple. So I'm going to pop some of that onto there as well. And then same again on this one. Trying to put down the same sort of amount on each. But obviously it's not going to be exactly the same. So I think that will do for the bright colours. So let's just pop those away. And then we do the same thing again with the other 3 colours. So this is the gold. Let's pop some of that down. Sprinkle that all over. Some on this one. Just dotting that around. So that's probably enough for that. Then I'm going to go in with the copper. Let's put some of that down. And then some on this one. So there is already a technique using mica powder and Eco Resin, but without adding the alcohol. So it comes out more like a geodefect style, which using the mica powder creates like little craters into your piece. But I do want to see how different it comes out spraying that alcohol on it instead. So let's just get this one covered in some of the white. Right, I think that would do for all my mica powders. So I'll just go and get some magic pour mixed up and then we can carry on. I've mixed up some of the Let's Resin magic pour. This is mixed to a ratio of 3:1 by weight. So I've got that ready in here. So I think I'll just pop 2 of these over to the side for a minute. Bring these 2 over, and then I'm just going to spray both of these using some 99% alcohol. Just going to give those a spray the same way as if it was with the resin technique. And then I'm going to pour the magic pour over the top, just filling up both these moulds. So that's that one, and then the same with this one. So that's those 2. Right, let's just pop these over to one side, scoot them on up, bring these 2 over. Right, I'm not sure if I've got enough there, so I think I'll just quickly mix up a little bit more for the next 2. Right, I've mixed up some more there, and I'm going to add to that some black pigment paste. This is from Jesmonite. So So let's add, oops, that's a bit crusty. Let's add some of that into there. And then get that mixed in. So now that's all mixed in, I mean, it's not particularly jet black, but it'll be fine, I think. Right, so same again. I'm going to squirt these with some 99% alcohol. Do the same for both. I've got some quite deep areas there of mica powder, so we might actually get some little craters like we would if we wasn't adding the alcohol. So it'd be interesting to see how they turn out. Right, let's add some to this one. Pop that in there. And then just top this one up. These take a fair amount, these square coaster moulds. It's quite surprising, I didn't think I would use all of that, but I have. Right, okay, so I'm just going to leave these to cure and then I'll see you back for demould. These are all cured up now, so let's pop these all out and see how they're looking. Let's just take them all out to start with, I think, and then we'll have a look. Still some mica powder on the moulds there, but I expected that. Right, so these two are the purple ones, so let's have a look at those. Oh, I like those. I love that one. That's gorgeous. Actually, they're both really lovely. I've got some loose powder in there which needs to be brushed off, but let's have a look at the black ones next, or rather the metallic ones. So that's how they're both looking. I love those. Right, let's get a brush and get this excess mica powder off. So let's start with this one and just brush any of that away. Get all that loose stuff off. So that's how it's looking. I love the combination of the two, where you've still got some of these pockets of mica powder there, but you've got the blended look of the other bits. Right, let's do this one. Brush some of this away. Let's move that one up there. Let's get some of this off. Love that. That looks gorgeous. Right, I'll carry on cleaning the rest of these up, and then I'll see you back when they're ready for the next bit. So this is how they're looking now they've been cleaned off. Still looking lovely, but I think what I want to do is I want to test them by just cleaning them with an alcohol wipe and see what difference that does. So let's just give this a wipe over, and then that will make sure I've got any other loose bits of powder off there. So you can see a bit coming off onto my cloth, and it's kind of blending out the colours in there as well now, I think. So that's how it's looking now. So I'll just do the same thing with all these other ones. So that's how that one's looking. I love how organic they look with the bits still out of them, but completely different to the sort of geode effect. Right, I'm just going to do the same with these two, and then we can seal them. So they've all been wiped over now, and I think it's actually worked really well, because on this one particularly there was quite a harsh white section over this side, whereas now it sort of all blends in nicely together. So next I'm going to seal them, because I want to keep the sort of natural look about them. I don't want to put resin over the top and lose all that sort of detail in there. So I'm going to be using my own homemade sealing wax. This is made from 100% natural coconut oil and soya wax. And if you'd like to try it, there is a link for the eBay link for this in my description box. So I'm just going to put some on a cloth and then just wipe over the entire coaster, getting that all covered everywhere. Down the sides. I'll leave the back for the time being, just so as it has time to dry out overnight, and then I'll seal that at a later date. So that's that one. So I'll just do this one with you, and then I'll do the others off camera, and then I'll see you back in a minute. So now the wax has had time to sink in there for a couple of minutes, I'm just going to take another clean dry cloth and just buff them over, just to rub in any of that excess wax there. So that's that one done. I'll do the same to these other three. Just these last two now. I'm really pleased with how these have turned out. Maybe this could be like a new technique for eco. Well, sort of combining one original technique with a different product. Right, so that's them all buffed. So I'll leave those to dry off overnight, and then we can finish off the bottoms. They're all completely sealed now, and I've done the bottoms as well. So I'm just going to finish them all off just by adding some cork to the bottoms here. So let's just get them turned over. I've got these little self-adhesive cork. So I'm just going to put one on each corner of these. So that's that one. So that's that one done. I'll just do the same with the other three. That's those all finished and completed. I'm really pleased with how they've turned out. What do you think? Do you think you'd give it a try? Test it out? So thank you ever so much for watching my video today. Stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.
Sunlight gleaming through the pane on my little houseboat domain. Got my molds and colors bright, crafting algae day and night, floating gently on the bay, watching little fishes play. But my mind's on swirls and gleam, living out a crafty dream. Got my epoxy hardener too, mix 'em up a shade of blue, pour it slow with careful hand. Let's start resin in the land. Resin magic on the houseboat, turning plastic into gold. Little trinkets, shiny new, crafted just for me and you. From a simple little